welcome back to my channel, and to my Chinese friends, 恭喜发财, happy Lunar New Year. It's actually my year, the year of the ox, and yeah, 24 this year and still in college. But I'm glad I'm back at Cornell for my last semester. It's been a full year since I've been back, so it's really nice to see familiar things, but at the same time feel like, wait a second, like I don't recognize anyone anymore. A lot of my friends have graduated, or there are just fewer people that I know now. Like, did you know that rooms in Northeast America are not heated to 80 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit? So I thought the heater in my house was broken. Turns out it just goes to like 60, 70 degrees Fahrenheit. And so to my Singaporean friends, it's like 18 degrees all the time in the house, and that's considered heated. So I don't know. So I bought a mini heater, so if you hear whirring sound, it's the mini heater over here. But that's basically it. I mean, I am so not used to school. I realized I left my pencil case in Singapore, so I literally had to buy pens like from Amazon a day before school started. I'm really unprepared for school. I just wanted to add, like, not only did I have to buy the pens from Amazon and it got shipped to me a day before class started, I still forgot to bring the pens and put them in my bag on the first day of school. So that is how unprepared I was for school. So today I'll be going for my 2 soil classes and 1 swab test. The swab test is done twice a week for all students at Cornell. Some students are tested 3 times a week depending on their level of vulnerability to COVID. So right now it's 10:40 a.m.-ish and I leave in about half an hour. So how I plan this is that I'm pretty concerned about even taking public transportation. Honestly, like, I find that this place is like, I feel like COVID here is literally like the Wild Wild West. Like, you don't have to do any safe entry check-in, and like if you get COVID, like the contact tracing is not from safe entry, so I'm like so scared. And yeah, so I'm just a bit worried about, so I just feel like I'm like extra cautious. So I go on the bus like off peak, so I know that lots of people are going to class like, you know, around like 11:10, or like, because that's like how Cornell scheduling works. So I like try to take the bus, you know, it's like right after that one, so the bus is pretty empty. So that's my plan, what I'm planning to do. But for now, from between then and the time I try to get on the bus, I'm going to be doing a bit of work and preparing for class. Yeah, so that's it. And I also have to like put on like lots of layers because I'm going to be so cold. If you are from a tropical place and you want to go to Ithaca to study, I recommend you be really prepared. Like, okay, but this is the thing, like, so I lived in Boston for 12 years, and the enamored state of mind you get from snow has definitely left me. All I see is misery and slush. If you're really from a tropical country and like you've never lived in snow, I guess that the 4 years that you'll be here might be an interesting experience, something to kick off your bucket list. But for me, it's been 16 years. I'm done with snow. Like, why is it still snowing in February? I know climate change is real, but sometimes these things gotta go. But more than snow, I'm really more done with wind. Like, it kills me. It goes through my entire body and then I die. And to explain why wind is such a big thing at Cornell, at Cornell itself, is because we're situated like on a hill. So Cornell geologically used to be a delta. So you see this slope down Tower Ave, it's called, and then it slopes down, and then you hit like West Campus is a place at Cornell, and then the slope goes immediately down, which is like the shape of a delta. So that geological thing, now it translates for us to be on top of a big hill. And because we're on top of a big hill, the winds there are much colder, like this idea of a wind chill factor and everything. So the winds up at Cornell are not to be, like, don't mess up. Like, I'm scared. Yeah, more you know about how the environment literally shapes your environment. Haha, haha, haha. Big brain energy. I went to Ivy League school, learned this. Haha. So here I am taking the bus, and I'm pretty happy that the bus was actually empty. So I guess it really kind of shows that if you need to go to school, try to go after the hour that school starts. So I come a bit earlier just to be able to take my lunch and everything. So it's a good off-peak time. So now I'm going for my swab test. I'm gonna pick up lunch, and then I'm gonna walk to class. So I can show you guys Tower Ave if you can hear me through the construction. So as you can see, this is an upward incline, and it goes all the way down there. So this is the... I missed my bus! Okay, anyways, so this is the Tower Ave I was talking about. So what we do is we have to take this and sanitize each table before and after we come in. So now I'm in my soil and crop class, and one thing that I really liked is that he is talking about that our environment shapes our cultures and our behaviors. And he was talking about how the Romans were very incentivized to invade other countries because their lands were just simply infertile and they needed to find other means of getting food. Oh, I think it's this way. Oh, is this way? No? I think it is. Christine, you want to say hi? Hi! So we just finished class, and even though we're seniors, we still don't know how to get around. We're trying to find our way to man from plant science. There's some of us have been so like away from school for so long. Yeah. I think this door maybe. Maybe. Can you open it? And now we're gonna go to the man library for a while, if we find it. So right now there's this contactless pickup and printing. So you can just find your name inside, and then you can just take the book. Where's my name? Ah, I see my name. So one thing I'm wondering is like, can't you just take someone's book seriously? We're at Bradfield to do a little work in between two of our soil classes, and it's at Bradfield, which has this really nice cozy place and vibe, as well as like a great view outside. So now I'm just doing some work between classes, and right now I'm doing some Google Earth Pro imaging similar to the elevation profile that I showed of Cornell, but I'm actually doing some ditch work in Indonesia. So now I'm in my environmental chemistry class, and this is a super interesting class because he's once again talking about how the environment shapes us, and in this case, our health. So depending on your locality, certain nutrient deficiencies in the soil or excess kinds of toxins in the water or in the air will affect our health in some ways. So in Southeast Asia, this is particularly a problem for arsenic because arsenic occurs naturally in high concentrations in a lot of our waters, and that actually comes into our bodies. And on top of that, lots of us, because of our diets who eat rice, actually have a compounded effect on this arsenic poisoning, because actually rice has this huge takeoff of arsenic because of the way it's grown. Anyways, classes ended. It's the end of the week. So classes just ended for the week because today is Friday, and now G and I are going to Ren Supermarket, which is a new Asian supermarket in Ithaca, to go and buy food to celebrate Chinese New Year. And just generally to buy food lah, right?
I mean, yeah, because if we don't have food, we'll starve. And we don't want to starve. So yay.
So this is a super interesting form of transportation. It's called Ithaca Car Shares. So you can book cars all across Ithaca from certain times that are available, and then you can use the car during that time slot and you just pay for that time slot. And I think it's a great alternative to owning a car, because I think that, you know, cars have a huge environmental impact, and I know that in the US it's hard to get around without one, so I think this is a good middle ground. And now we finally have arrived at Ren's Market. It's a new place, but it has super good Asian food. It's mochi and daifuku.
No, just buy it.
I mean, one time is fine. Fuwa daifuku. What? That place was super full.
You got everything, right?
Yeah. And eggs. So we are ready to go. Okay, well, I'm back home now, and it's the end of the day. After the supermarket, I went to eat dinner. And thanks for watching if you watched this far, and I have a few videos coming up and I promise to be more frequent about them, so thank you for everyone who has supported me. I just want to mention that I never expected my videos to have more, like a few thousand views. I only thought that I would get a few hundred, so this is really amazing, and thank you so much, and I hope to see you next time.